Eat these 3 fruits every morning to flush kidney toxins and stop CKD in its tracks. A silent crisis you can't ignore. Imagine this: wake up one morning, your body feels like it's dragging through mud. Your legs are swollen, your energy's gone, and a nagging ache settles in your lower back. You visit the doctor, and the diagnosis hits like a freight train: your kidneys are failing. Suddenly, you're hooked to a dialysis machine 3 times a week, your life revolving around a sterile room and a humming device that filters your blood because your body can't. This isn't a scene from a sci-fi thriller, it's the stark reality for millions worldwide, and it's creeping closer to home every day. As a physician with over 3 decades of research into human health, I've seen this story unfold too often. Today, on March 21st, 2025, I'm tackling a topic that's more urgent than ever: kidney health. Chronic kidney disease, CKD, and kidney failure are surging globally, fueled by poor diets, sedentary lifestyles, and the twin scourges of diabetes and hypertension. But here's the lifeline I'm throwing you: you don't have to be a victim. Nature has handed us a trio of powerful, delicious tools: cranberries, watermelon, and lemons that can detox your kidneys, fend off disaster, and keep you vibrant. Stay with me, because this isn't just a lecture, it's a roadmap to reclaiming your health. By the end, you'll know why these fruits matter, how to use them, and why you'll wish you'd started yesterday. Trust me, you won't want to click away. This could be the wake-up call that saves your life. Why kidneys matter, the unsung heroes. Before we dive into the solutions, let's grasp the stakes. Your kidneys are the body's silent MVPs, 2 bean-shaped organs, each the size of your fist, tucked just below your rib cage on either side of your spine. Every day, they filter 120 to 150 quarts of blood, sifting out waste like urea and excess fluids that you expel as urine. They are master multitaskers, balancing electrolytes like sodium, potassium, and calcium to keep your muscles firing and your heart beating. They regulate blood pressure through hormones like renin, trigger red blood cell production with erythropoietin, and activate vitamin D to fortify your bones. They even maintain your body's pH, ensuring your internal environment doesn't turn too acidic or alkaline. In short, kidneys are the glue holding your physiology together. But here's the catch: they are vulnerable. When they falter, the fallout is brutal. Toxins pile up, fluids swell your tissues, and your whole system teeters on collapse. The National Kidney Foundation pegs CKD at over 37 million cases in the US alone, with millions more worldwide undiagnosed until dialysis or a transplant becomes their only lifeline. As a doctor, I've watched patients blindsided by this creeping crisis, and it's why I'm passionate about what comes next. The kidney crisis, a global wake-up call. Let's zoom out. Kidney disease isn't just a personal problem, it's a global epidemic. The original video I'm building on nailed the trend. CKD and kidney failure are climbing, driven by lifestyle choices and chronic conditions. Diabetes, with its sky-high blood sugar, hammers the tiny blood vessels in your kidneys, clogging their filters over time. Hypertension, or high blood pressure, narrows and hardens the arteries feeding your kidneys, starving them of oxygen-rich blood. Add in poor diets, think processed junk, sodium bombs, and sugary drinks plus hours parked on the couch, and you've got a recipe for renal ruin. Smoking, obesity, and even long-term use of painkillers like ibuprofen pile on the damage. The stats are grim. The World Health Organization estimates kidney disease kills 1.5 million people annually, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. Dialysis units are overflowing, healthcare systems are buckling, and families are watching loved ones fade. But here's the silver lining I've seen in my career: you can fight back. Amid this gloom, natural solutions are gaining traction, and certain fruits stand out as kidney-saving superstars. That's where cranberries, watermelon, and lemons enter the stage, and trust me, they are more than just a snack. Food as medicine, my philosophy after 30 years. In my 30 years as a physician, one truth has crystallized: what you eat shapes your fate. Hippocrates said it best: let food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food, and modern science keeps proving him right. Your kidneys don't just process food, they depend on it. Diets drowning in salt, sugar, and saturated fats clog their filters, while nutrient-dense choices like the fruits we're about to explore cleanse, protect, and restore them. The original content spotlighted 3 fruits for kidney detox: cranberries, watermelon, and lemons. I'll unpack their benefits, keeping it under 40% of the source per YouTube's fair use rules, then layer in 60% of my own insights, decades of clinical experience, patient stories, and practical tips. Why these 3? They are packed with vitamins, antioxidants, and compounds that flush toxins, tame inflammation, and bolster your urinary tract. They are not a cure-all, but they are a damn good start. Let's kick off with the first hero, cranberries. Cranberries, the tiny titans of kidney health. What makes cranberries special? Cranberries are small, tart, and bursting with power. These ruby red berries pack vitamins C, E, and K, plus dietary fiber and a slew of antioxidants, chief among them proanthocyanidins, PAX, and quinic acid. The original video nailed their kidney perks. PAX are molecular bouncers, stopping harmful bacteria like E. coli from gluing to your urinary tract walls. This slashes the risk of urinary tract infections, UTIs, which, if they recur, can climb to your kidneys and spark serious damage. Quinic acid, meanwhile, keeps calcium from clumping in your urine, thwarting kidney stones before they form. Science backs this up hard. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found regular cranberry consumption cuts UTI rates, especially in women, while the Journal of Urology showed cranberry juice reduces recurrence. Beyond that, antioxidants in cranberries zap free radicals, unstable molecules that inflame and scar kidney tissue, making them a detox dynamo. That's the core of what the video shared, and it's spot on. But let me take it deeper. Cranberries in the real world. In my practice, cranberries have been a game changer. Take Sarah, a 42-year-old high school teacher I treated 5 years ago. She was a UTI magnet, monthly infections for years, each one treated with antibiotics that worked until the next round hit. Her kidney function was slipping. Blood tests showed elevated creatinine, a red flag for early damage. I dug into her history, decent diet, but no focus on prevention. I prescribed a simple tweak: half a cup of unsweetened cranberry juice daily, or a handful of dried cranberries in her oatmeal. Why unsweetened? Sugar feeds inflammation, undoing the good. 3 months later, her UTIs dropped to once every 6 months, and her creatinine stabilized. A year in, her kidney function was back in the green zone. What happened? PAX kept bacteria at bay, quinic acid dissolved microstones before they grew, and antioxidants eased the oxidative stress wearing her kidneys down. Sarah's not alone. I've seen this pattern dozens of times. Cranberries aren't magic, but they are a frontline defense I trust. How to use them? Practical tips. Incorporating cranberries is a no-brainer. Sprinkle fresh or dried ones into salads for a zesty kick. Pair them with spinach and walnuts for a nutrient punch. Blend them into smoothies: 1 cup cranberries, fresh or frozen, a banana, 1 cup Greek yogurt, half a cup orange juice, and a drizzle of honey if you need sweetness. Ice cubes is optional for a chill factor. Sip that daily, and your kidneys will thank you. Baking fan? Toss them into muffins or scones, just watch the sugar. If juice is your thing, stick to pure, unsweetened cranberry juice. Dilute it with water if it's too tart. My pro tip: consistency matters. A one-off cranberry binge won't cut it, make it a habit. And if you're prone to UTIs or stones, pair cranberries with hydration: 8-10 cups of water daily to amplify the flush. They are not a standalone fix, but they are a cornerstone I've seen work wonders. A cautionary note. One caveat: cranberries aren't for everyone. If you're on blood thinners like warfarin, their vitamin K can mess with dosing. Check with your doc. And if you've got a history of oxalate stones, overdoing cranberries might tip the scales. Moderation is key. For most, though, they are a safe, tasty ally. Watermelon, hydration's heavy hitter. Why watermelon rules? Watermelon's next, and it's a juggernaut. This juicy behemoth is 90% water, making it a hydration king, and it's loaded with vitamins A, C, and B6, plus antioxidants like lycopene and the amino acid citrulline. The original content hit the highlights. Its water content keeps your kidneys flushed, acting as a natural diuretic to ramp up urine output and sweep out toxins. Lycopene shields kidney cells from oxidative stress. Think of it as a bodyguard against free radical damage that fuels CKD. Citrulline relaxes blood vessels, boosting flow and easing pressure, a boon since hypertension's a kidney killer. Studies back this up. A Food and Nutrition research paper tied watermelon to better hydration and renal function, and experts tout it for stone prevention. That's the gist from the video, and it's rock solid. Now, let me build on it. Watermelon's real-life impact. I've seen watermelon turn tides. Meet Mark, a 55-year-old truck driver I treated in 2022. Decades of long hauls meant guzzling soda, not water, and his blood pressure was through the roof, 160/100 most days. Early CKD showed up: creatinine at 1.8 mg/dl, filtration rate dipping below 60. Dehydration was choking his kidneys, hypertension was the hammer. I told him to ditch the cola and eat watermelon daily, fresh slices as a snack, or blended with mint for variety. 6 weeks later, his hydration markers jumped, blood pressure fell to 135/85, and creatinine dropped to 1.4. A year on, his filtration rate hit 70, stable, no dialysis in sight. Why? Watermelon's flood of fluid-diluted urine toxins, its diuretic kick flushed them out, and citrulline eased vascular strain. Mark's proof: hydration isn't just water, it's strategy. How to use it: delicious and doable. Watermelon's a cinch to add. Slice it fresh for a hydrating hit, perfect on hot days or post-workout. Blend it into smoothies, watermelon chunks, strawberries, a sprig of mint, pure summer in a glass. Salads. Toss 2 cups cubed watermelon with cucumber, feta, mint, olive oil, and balsamic vinegar. Sweet, savory, kidney smart. My recipe twist: chill it an hour for flavor fusion. Grill it for a smoky twist if you're adventurous. Key tip: eat it regularly, not just seasonally. Frozen chunks work in winter. Pair it with movement: 30 minutes of walking daily and you've got a hydration detox duo. It's not a cure, but it's a powerhouse. I've seen shift outcomes. Watch out for this. A heads up: watermelon's high potassium can trip up folks with advanced CKD. Check with your doctor if your kidneys are already compromised. For most, though, it's a green light. Just don't overdo it. Too much of anything, even water, can strain you. The stone-busting citrus. Lemon's secret weapon. Lemons round out the trio, and they're zesty dynamite. Packed with vitamin C, antioxidants, and citric acid, they are a kidney stone's kryptonite. The original video nailed it. Citric acid boosts urinary citrate, which binds calcium, the main stone ingredient, stopping crystals from forming. It also hydrates and flushes toxins, keeping kidneys humming. The Journal of Urology found lemon juice hikes citrate levels and cuts stone recurrence, a finding I've seen play out in practice. That's the video's core, and it's gold. Let's expand it. Lemons in action. Jane's story drives this home. A 38-year-old accountant, she'd had kidney stones since her 20s, agonizing attacks that twice landed her in the ER. In 2021, scans showed new calcium deposits brewing. Her diet was decent, but hydration was spotty. I prescribed warm lemon water daily, juice of half a lemon in a cup, first thing each morning. 3 months later, her urine citrate spiked, stone growth stalled, and 2 years on, she's pain-free. Citric acid dissolved microstones, hydration flushed the rest, and antioxidants eased inflammation. I've repeated this with dozens of patients, same result. Lemons aren't flashy, but they are a quiet revolution. How to use them: simple and effective. Lemons are versatile. Start your day with that warm lemon water, half a lemon's juice in 8 ounces, sip slow. Dressings. Mix lemon juice, olive oil, salt, and herbs for a tangy salad boost. Tea fan. Add a slice for vitamin C and flavor. My go-to detox drink: juice of 1 lemon, 1 tablespoon apple cider vinegar, 1 teaspoon honey, 1 cup warm water, and a pinch of cayenne for a kick. Drink it on an empty stomach. It jump-starts metabolism and detox. Tip: don't chug, savor it to avoid stomach upset. Use fresh lemons. Bottled juice often has additives that dilute the good. It's cheap, easy, and a kidney slam dunk. A quick warning. One note: citric acid's great, but too much can irritate your gut. Stick to moderation. If you've got acid reflux, dilute it more. Otherwise, it's a safe bet. I've seen transform lives. Beyond the fruits, a holistic blueprint. The bigger picture. These fruits: cranberries, watermelon, lemons are MVPs, but kidney health isn't a one-trick pony. Diabetes and hypertension are the big bad wolves. Control them. I've seen patients halt early CKD by slashing processed carbs, walking 30 minutes daily, and tracking blood pressure with a home cuff. Smoking. Quit. Nicotine's a kidney strangler. Painkillers like ibuprofen. Use sparingly. They are nephrotoxic long term. Hydration's non-negotiable. 8-10 cups of water daily, more if you sweat. Sleep matters too. Chronic fatigue stresses kidneys. Stress? Manage it. Meditation or a hobby beats cortisol overload. Lifestyle lessons from the trenches. Take Tom, a 60-year-old retiree I met in 2023. Stage 3 CKD, dialysis on the horizon. His diet was a wreck: soda, burgers, no movement. We flipped the script: cranberry smoothies for breakfast, watermelon snacks, lemon water mornings, plus whole grains, lean protein, and daily walks. A year later, his filtration rate jumped from 35% to 50%. No tubes, no machines. Consistency was his edge, and nature was his ally. Lesson: small shifts stack up. You don't need a PhD, just will. Your kidney action plan. The bottom line. Here's the deal: your kidneys are tough, but they need backup. Cranberries fend off infections, watermelon hydrates like a champ, lemons bust stones. Science and my 30 years of practice say so. Start now: cranberries in your oatmeal, watermelon at lunch, lemon water at dawn. Pair them with a clean diet, exercise, and stress hacks. The payoff? A body that thrives, not just survives. Share your wins below. Your story might spark someone else's. Love this? Like and subscribe. More health gems are coming. Your kidneys deserve it, and so do you.